Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Whispering Bubbles by Kara Jo Kalinowski. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9, such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, which is, in this case, a box. Or as she says it, place the digits 1 through 9 once each into every row, column, and box. German Whisper, which is a green line, or as I like to call them, Whisper 5 lines. Neighboring adjacent digits along a green line have a difference of at least 5. So, for example, if this were, say, a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9, because those are the only digits which are 5 or more away from 3. And that's an example of how the German Whisper or the Whisper 5 lines work. We also have counting circles, where a digit inside a counting circle indicates the number of that digit which appear in counting circles. So if there were, say, a 7 here, that means there would have to appear 7 sevens total in the circles. So there would have to be 7 total 7 circles which contain a 7. And that's an example of how counting circles work. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, first things first with counting circles. I like counting how many counting circles there are. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We have 21 circles within the counting circle. We have guaranteed at least 2 high digits, which are from 6 through 9. Because on a Whisper 5 or German Whisper line, you must have a low digit next to a high digit. Low digits are 1 through 4, high digits are 6 through 9. And the reason why you know that is what digits can be next to 1 through 4 on a German Whisper line. 1 can be next to 6 through 9, 2 can be next to 7 through 9, 3 can be next to 8 or 9, 4 can be next to 9. So you'll always have a 6 through 9 next to a 1 through 4, and you go look at it the other way. What digits can be next to 6 through 9? 9 can be next to 1 through 4, 8 can be next to 1 through 3, 7 can be next to 1 or 2, and 6 can be next to 1. So next to a high digit, you'll always have a 1 through 4. So you have to have at least 2 high digits in it. You have to have at least 2 low digits in it. Well, if you have 6 and 7 be multiple times here, the problem is, I guess you could have that. Can you? Hmm. Okay, let's say these were all low. That's interesting. So again, it alternates between low and high digits, right? So say these digits were all low, and these digits were all high. The number of digits in the counting circles it always is going to be a subset of the digits from 1 through 45. And however many digits can appear on that counting circles is however many digits you have. So the total number of digits of counting circles must sum exactly to a subset of the digits from 1 through 9. Because 1's going to appear once, 2 is going to appear twice, 3 is going to appear 3 times, etc., etc. So that means you can have at most 1 through 6 adding up to 21, but that's not possible because you have to have 2 high digits and 2 low digits at least. Just the way this central diagonal works, right? Either you have 2 lows here and 2 highs here and 2 lows here, or you have 2 highs here, 2 lows here, right? So you're guaranteed 2 unique lows and 2 unique highs at least. Well, the lows at minimum have to be 6 and 7. The highs at minimum have to be 6 and 7. That's 13. That leaves 8 digits for the remaining digits. So you would have to have 1 and 5, or you would have to have 2 low digits. I guess you could have 1, 3, and 4. The problem with this you have a circle in every box, so therefore 9 is not ruled out. So if you try to do 6 and 7 as the circles, it wouldn't work if these are high. If this is high, this is high, this is high, and this is high. So this would have to be a 6-7 pair. So we're using only, so for one thing, you cannot have 3 high digits in the circles. That would be just 6, 7, and 8, which already accounts for all the circles then. We have 21 of them, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we cannot have 3 highs. You're guaranteed to have only 2 highs. If we try to have 6 and 7 as the reds here, this would have to be 1, and this would have to be 1s. So that's not possible. So we're looking at this situation if this is 6 and 7 here. And this would definitely have to be 1. The remaining digits, the remaining lows, would have to add up. The lows and the other digit would have to add up to, I believe, 8. 21 minus 13 is 8. It could be 1, 2, and 5. But that doesn't work. So we only have a 1 here. And next to the 7 would have to be 2. And you can't have 1, 2, 3, 4 adding up to 8. So it would have to be 1, 2, and 5. But then there would be one of these would have to be 2. And then the problem is we don't have 1s available on the other side. And this high would have to then be 8 or 9 to add up to be legitimate on the Whisper 5 line. So that's why this can never be 6 and 7. Can it be 6 and 8? No. If it's 6 and 8, you're still guaranteed to have a 1 here. If you had 6 and 8 here and 6 and 8 here, there would be 1 here and 1 required here, and they're both circles, and therefore there would be 2 1s, which is not possible. You can only have 1 1. So if you had 6 and 8 here, as this possibility, we tried 6 and 8 here, that doesn't work. 6 and 8 here doesn't work. I guess 6 and 8 means the remaining digits in the circle must add up to 7. We have a guaranteed 1, cannot be 1 and 6, obviously, because we already have the 6. So it would be 1, 2, and 4. And then 2 and 4, 2 can only appear twice on the Whisper 5 line. So therefore, 4 would have to be on the Whisper 5 line, but it would be next to an 8, which is not possible. So it can't be 6 and 8. 6 and 7 are ruled out. 6 and 8 are ruled out. So 6 and 9 might work. But 6 and 9, again, have to be next to a 1. And then we have the other digit has to be a 5, which it cannot be on the Whisper 5 line. Because if you subtract 5 or more from 5, you get 0 or less, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. If you add 5 or more, you get 10 or more, which is not a digit. So 6 does not work, period. 6 and 9 add up to 15. 21 minus 15 is 6. You have to have a 1 in between next to the 6 on the Whisper 5 line. So then 6 and 1 would be guaranteed here. That would force the other digit to be a 5. Oh, wait. 2 and 3 might work. Okay, so that could be work. Okay, so 6, 7 doesn't work. 6, 8 doesn't work. 6, 9 might work. What about 7 and 8? Maybe? So 6 and 9 could potentially work with 1, 2, and 3. Okay. No, because that would not work. 6 and 9 would not work because I should have basically, yeah. 6 and 9 have to, if they're on the corners, that would mean 1 would have to be here and 1 would have to be here. But if they're in between here, that means 1 has to be in both of these spots. Is that the case? Yes. If 6 and 9 are here, so if you have 6 and 9 in the blue spots here, this is 1, but then 6 and 9 both have to be here, which means that's 1. And we have 2 1s in the circle, which is not possible. If 6 and 9s are in the red spaces here, that means this is a 6, which has to be next to 2 1s on the Whisper 5 line. So that it eliminates that. So 6, 7, 6, 8, and 6, 9 are all eliminated. So it has to be at least 7 and 8 as the highs. 7 and 8 would have to be with digits adding up to 6. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 2, 4 are the possibilities. But it cannot be 2, 4. So if you have 7 and 8, it cannot be 2 and 4 because 4 would not be next to... cannot be next... It only can be next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line. And so that doesn't work. So 7 and 8 would require 1, 2, and 3 to be next to it. That's possible. Then you have 7 and 9, which adds up to 16. So the 2 remaining would have to be 1, 4 or 2, 3. Huh. This is likely not blue, I'm guessing. Actually, we should probably, just change the different colors. Let's make this pink, I guess. This almost certainly has to be a high digit on this Whisper 5 line. Yes, because 7 and 8, well, it could be 1, 2, or 3. That's also possible. Both of these cannot be, though, because, again, we have a minimum of 7 and 8 for the highs. 7 can 9, 7, so you have 7, 8, which is next to 1, 2, or 3. on the lows. You have 7 and 9, which is next to 1 and 4, or 2 and 3. 8 and 9 has to be next to 1 and 3 specifically. Okay. Huh. Obviously, if you have a 9 in the circles, where are the 9s? This has to be 9 because it's only circle in the box it's in. One of these two would be 9. One of these 3 would be 9. One of these 2 would be 9. One of these 2 would be 9. One of these 3 would be 9. One of these 2 would be 9. One of these 2 would be 9. And one of these 2 would be 9. So that's still pretty broad. What happens if we have 1, 7, and if we have 7, 8 with 1, 2, and 3? So obviously, if the pinks are low, this can never be 1, 3 with 8 and 9. What about 1, 4? You can't have 1, 4 with 7, 9 either, because 1 would have to appear in one of these cells here. 2 and 3 could work. And then 1, 2, 3 could work also. Hmm. 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 So again, 7, 8 would have to be next to 1, 2, and 3. 7 and 9 could be 1, 4, or 2, 3. Uh, hmm. So 1, 4 could not be on the outside, but 1, 4 could be the orange ones. So this would be 1, 4 as a pair of 1, 4. This would be 4. Oh, okay, that's not possible. So 1, 4, 7, 9 I don't think is possible at all. 1, 4 doesn't work as the pink pair because this would require this to be 1, 4, and this would require this to be 1, 4, and we have 2 ones in the circles. And if it's the orange ones, one of these is 4. This would be a 1, 4 pair, and 4 would be in between two unique digits on a Whisper 5 line, which is not possible. So 1, 4 is not possible. So you have 2, 3, 7, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 is a possibility. 2, 3, 7, 9 is a possibility. And 1, 3, 8, 9 is a possibility. Interesting. Okay. 1, 3, 8, 9 obviously does not work if pinks are the lows. If orange are the lows, that does work. This is 1, 3. This is 1, 3. Ah. That would be 3, 3. That works. 8, 9. 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Where is the 5 in box? Okay, so 5 can never be in the circles. We have the possible combinations 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 2, 3, 7, 9, or 1, 3, 8, 9. So 4 and 6 can't be in the circles either. So these are guaranteed to be 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Hmm. We have a guaranteed 5 in one of these 3 cells in box. Okay, where is the 5 in well, that's not helpful. Where's the 5 in box 2? Cannot be on the German whisper line, can't be in the circle. So it has to be one of those 3. Um, uh, hmm. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So this can never be a 9. If you have a 9 guaranteed in the circles, this is always the 9. So this can never be 9, and this can never be 9. Okay. That seems reasonable. What else? Where are the 5s? So 5s in box 8 has to be one of these 3 cells. Technically the 1 could be outside. Could be not on the diagonal, technically. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Where could 3 be on that line then? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. 3 cannot be in between 2 unique digits on the whisper line. So 3 could not be here. It could be here. It cannot be. So 3 could not be here, here, or here, if that were the case. But I think that's still okay, right? Let's see. 3 could not be here. 3 could not be here. 3 could not be here. So 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. This could be 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8. That's still okay. Interesting. Okay. I think I see something. Orange, if they are the high digit, that would mean in column 4, column 4, column 6, and column 8, you would guarantee only 2 high digits. That would mean there are 3 other low digits possible, which is not possible at all. Because if we're setting orange as the highs, that means we have used 5 lows, and there's only 1 more low possible. So that means orange can never be the highs. That's what I was assuming, but that's the best way, that's the most elegant way of proving that, right? if these were high, we have a guaranteed, you cannot have more than 2 highs in any column or any row. We have, therefore, this is 2 highs and 1 low, 2 highs and 1 low, 2 highs and 1 low. But that's 3 lows that are outside of this diagonal, which means you have at least 8 lows, which is not possible with the 7 or 8 as a minimum. So therefore, these have to be lows. So these have to be lows. These have to be highs. You could have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. So this satisfies that. Then this is not 7, 8, or 9. This is 7 or 8, 7, 8, and 9. 7, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, or 9. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, or 9. 1, 2, 3. This is 7, 8, or 9. So we know this is how that works. Huh. If this were 7, that would guarantee this is a 1-2 pair, but then that would eliminate 1 and 2 from this set here, and they would both be 3, which is not allowed. So this cannot be 7 here. You could have a low here and here. Yeah, you could have a low here and here too, technically. Okay, these are the same set. These are the same set. Does that help? I don't know. These two are the same set as these two are the same set. So these are the same set. That's a different set. We don't know about these. These are the same set. These two are the same set. These two are the same set. Hmm. These could be too highs, though. We have 4 lows accounted for. That means there's at most 2 more lows outside of the main diagonal in the circles. There could be 0, there could be 1, there could be 2. So 1, 3, 8, 9 seems okay. Okay, so say we did have 1, 3, 8, 9. Then this would be 3, this would be 3, this would have to be 1, 3. This would then be 8, this would be 9, this would be 9. This would be, well, obviously 8 or 9, 8 or 9. So this would be an 8, 9 pair here. We would not have 1, 2, 3 at all in the rest of, actually, it would be all 8 9s. So this would be 8 or 9. And this would have to be 2, 4 as a pair. That would force this to be 9, which would force that to be 8. Which would force this to be 8, that to be 9. That would force this to be 9, that to be 8. This would be 8. That would be 9. And we have 8 and 9 here. 8 and 9. 8 and 9. So that actually does satisfy everything. Remaining digits here would be 5, 6, 7. 1 and 3 could be here. You would have to have 6 and 7 be here. Obviously, 6 could not be either of these because they're next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line. So one of these would be 6, which means this could not be 6. So it's a 5, 7 pair. That would force this to be 6. That would force this to be 7. These would be 2 lows, 1 through 4. This can't be 3. One of these would have to be a 7. I guess it could be 8. Yeah, 8 cannot be. We have 8 eights. That forces that to be 8. So you'd have 1, 2, 3. So this looks like it works. Huh. This can't be 5. We have 6 in one of these spots. So either 6 is here or 6 is here, which means 1 has to be one of those two. You'd have 7 in one of those. That means 2 would have to be one. One of these has to be 1. The other one has to be 7 here. So this becomes a 1, 7 pair. The 7 can only be next to 2, so it's 2 and 6, 2 and 6. If this is 6, this has to be 1. If this is 2, it has to be 7. That leaves this as 1, 3, and 4 here. 4 cannot be on the whisper 5 line, so this is 1. Which makes this 3, which makes that 1. That would be 4 then. 1 would be next to 6 or 7 here. This could not be 1 on this whisper 5 line, so that would be 2 and 7, because 8 and 9, we already have all the appearances for 8 and 9. We have all 9 8s and all 9 9s. So this would be 2 and 7. That leaves the remaining digits as 3, 5, and 6. This can't be 6, so this would be 6 here. One of these has to be 6 or 7. This is 6 or 7. So 6 or 7 with 1 or 2. This would be 1, 2, 6, or 7. This can't be 1. So this can't be 6. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so that's 2 or 3. I don't know. This is looking like it's fine. Yeah, it's looking like it's fine. I was hoping to reach a contradiction, but it's not looking like one. This can't be 6. This would also be 1, 2, 6, or 7. Can't be 1, so this can't be 6 here. Oh, this is 2 unique digits that's next to. And if this is 2, this would have to be 6 and 7, which is not possible. So this is 1 or 7. This would have to be 3, 4, and 5. Obviously no 3 here. This 1, 7 pair eliminates 1 and 7 here, so it's 2 and 6. If this is 6, this must be 1. If this is 2, this has to be 7. So it's a 1, 7 pair here, which eliminates 1 and 7 in the rest of the row there. This 1, 7, 1, 7 pair eliminates 1 and 7 in the rest of the column, so this can't be 1 or 7. This can't be 1 or 7. This is 2 or 4. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 2, which makes this 7, which makes this 2. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 1 and 7. This 1's next to a 6. This 7's next to a 2. 6 is next to a 1. So far, it's looking all fine. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 3. That leaves 4, 5, and 7 in the rest of row 4. This 2 eliminates 2 here. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 1, which is next to 6 and 7. That 6, 7 pair eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the column. This 1 eliminates 1 here. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this can't be 6. This is all looking fine. I don't know. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 2 and 7. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping to reach a contradiction, and I'm not. So that's bad. I think we have to go down a different route and try to find this 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 6. Yeah, we're just not running into contradictions here. This might be the actual solve path. So let's go down a different route, I guess. I would not consider this easy. This is already fairly complex. Maybe you can, I don't know, get rid of other choices fairly easily, but it depends on what you look at, right, first. I was hoping this would be a contradiction, but it's not. Where are we at? Okay. This can't be 7. That's correct. This is the same. That's fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Or maybe you should try 1, 2, 3, 7, 9. Maybe. So that's 9, which forces this to be 7. This is 9. This is next to 2 and 3, so this is 9. This is 9. This must be a 2 to be next to 7 or 9. 2 and 3, 2 and 3. This is 7, 9. No 1, 8, no 1, 8, no 1, 8, no 1, 8. This can't be 9. Where's the 9 in box? Column 2. It has to be here, which eliminates 9 here. This 9 eliminates 9 here. This can't be 2, 3, or 9, so we have 1 and 8 here. This is a 7, 9 pair. Where's the 9 in column 4? It must be here, so this is 9. So this can't be 9 or 2. This can't be 9. Where's the 9 in row 8? It has to be here. That eliminates 9 here, and then we have a contradiction. Because there's no 9 in row 6 then. And the 9s have to appear in all the circles. So that's a contradiction. So 2, 3, 7, 9 does not work. So then we have the choice between 1, 3, 8, 9, which seems like it works, and then 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. What do we do with 1, 2, 3, 7, 8? No 9. Okay. So because of that, this can never be a high. If this is high, that would force these to be low. We'd have 4 lows, and one of them would have to be 4, but it would not be next to a 9 on a Whisper 5 line. So this has to be low, which is 1, 2, or 3. Interesting. So that must be next to 7, 8, or 9, or 6 on the Whisper 5 line. So again, these have to be a 7, 8 pair. 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8. We have 5 digits already from 1, 2, and 3. That would mean 4 has to be one of these. And then this is either 6, 7, 8, or 9 here. We're not sure which. We have 1 extra 1, 2, or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3. So this cannot be 1 here because we have a 1, 2, 3 triplet already in box 5. That eliminates 1 from the rest of the boxes. This can't be 1. This is between 7 or 8. It has to be 2. So this is 2 and this is 2, and then we have the contradiction. Okay, so that shows the contradiction there. So if you went down the right paths, you could figure out the contradictions. Because you have a guaranteed 2 in one of these circles, and therefore these have to be 2 to be between 7 and 8. So that's the contradiction here. I still will not make this easy. Even going down that path, if you went down the path That's a lot of knowledge to basically be able to figure that out. So we've proven 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 doesn't work. We've shown 2, 3, 7, 9 doesn't work. We already know 4 doesn't work. So that means it must be 1, 3, 8, 9. Which means in box 4, where's the 9? It has to be, again, these are, so this is 1, 3, 8, and 9. And 1, 3 cannot appear in any of the other circles because they fill all of these. So this is 8 or 9. This is 1, 3 as a pair. So since this is 8 or 9, this has to be 9 because that's the only not possible 9 in a circle in box 4. This 9 means this has to be 8, and this is 9. This can't be 2. We have a 1, 3 pair here, which means 1 and 3 are here, so this forces this to be 3, and this to be 3. We don't have any more 1s or 3s available because we have 4 cells already accounting for the 1s and 3s. That's why these are all rest 8 and 9. This must be then 2, 4, and we go down this path of proving these contradictions, right? This is 5, 6, 7. This is guaranteed to be 4, so these are both low, which means this must be a 9 here. So since this is 9, this is 8, this is 8, that's 9, which makes this 8, which makes that 9, which makes this 8, which makes that 9. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 9, which makes this 8, which makes that 9, which makes that 8. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 8 and 9. We have all the 9s accounted for. We have 8 8s, so we know where the last 8 has to be. It has to be there. This is next to 1, 2, or 3, 1, 2, or 3. So yeah, everything here was the same. Whereas the 6 on this pair, because you can't have a high of 8 and 9, you have to have 2 highs. One of these is guaranteed to be 6. So 6 has to be next. You have 6 and 7 here. So 6 cannot be either of these because they're next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. So 6 has to be one of these, which means this can't be 6. So this is a 5, 7 pair, which forces this to be 6. This can't be 5 anymore. 6 must be next to 1. So one of these is a 1. And we also have to have a 7 here, right? So this becomes a 1, 7 pair. 1 and 7 are next to specifically 2 and 6. That leaves 1, 3, and 4 here. This can't be 3. 4 can only be next to 9 on a Whisper 5 line. So this is 1, which makes this 3, which makes that 1. Therefore, that's a 4. 1 is next to 6 or 7. And we're proving, yeah, this cannot have a 1 here. So this must be 2 and 7 as a high. This can't be 7 because of the 1, 7 pair in the column. So this is 2. This is 7. 2 eliminates 2 here. So it's 4 and 2. Remaining digits in box 8 are 3, 5, and 6. And this can't be 6. This can't be 6. So this is 6 here. That leaves this as 3, 4, 5 in column 6. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the row. And then we have these situations, which is, again, not easy to understand. So 6, if this is 6, this has to be 1. If this is 2, this has to be a 7 here, because it can't be 8 or 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the column. Again, these can't be 8 or 9. So we have 1, 2, 6, 7 here. 1, 2, 6, 7 here. This can't be 1 or 6. This is 2 or 7. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 6. This can't be 1 or 2, so this must be 6 or 7, which makes this 1 or 2. But it's next to 2 unique digits on the Whisper 5 line. So it cannot, and it has to include 6 and 7. So this must be a 1. So this is 1, which is next to 6 or 7 on a Whisper 5 line. That one eliminates 1 here. So this is 2, 4 as a pair. This one eliminates 1 here. This has to be, this can't be 6 because it has to be next to 1 on a Whisper 5 line. So this is a 2, 7 pair, which eliminates 2 and 7 in the rest of the column. This can't be 2, it's 4. So 4 cannot be here anymore. Remaining digits in column 8 have to be 5 and 6. Okay. If this were 2, this would force this to be 7, which would eliminate all possibilities for that cell. So this can't be 2. This must be 6, which makes this 1, which makes that 7, which makes that 2. This 6 and 1 eliminates 1 here. This 1 eliminates 1 here. This can't be 7. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so that's 1. So this can't be 1 here. If this were 6, this can't be 1 here, so that can't be 6. This is 2, which makes this 7, which makes that a 2. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 3. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so that's 3. 3 eliminates 3 here, which makes that 5, which makes that 3. We celebrate the 3 in the corner because we know we're getting close to solving it. Where's the 3 in column 7? Cannot be here because of the 3 in the box. Can't be here because 3 in the box. Can't be either of these because 3 is in the row, so this must be a 3 there. And we have a lot of 3s possible still. Remaining digits in row 4 are 4, 5, and 7. We have a 4, 5, 6, 7 quadruplet, which eliminates 4, 5, 6, 7 in the rest of the box, so this must be 1. This has to be, cannot contain a 1, so it can't be 1, can't be 1, 6, it must be 2, 7 as a pair, which eliminates 2 and 7 in the rest of the column, so this can't be 2, this is 3. Where is the 2 then in row 3? Can't be here because 2 in the box, can't be here because 2 in the box, it must be here, so this is 2. This can't be 3. That means this is 4 and 5 and 4 and 5. That leaves in column 6 a 3 here. Where's the 1 in column 7? Can't be here because 1 in the box. This can't be 7 because of the 6, 7 pair in the box, or in the column. This has a 1 in the box, so that can't be 1. And this has a 1 in the row, so this has to be 1 here. That leaves us as 4, 5, and 6. This is 4, 5, and 6. This can't be 6 because of the 6, 7 pair in the column. That leaves us as a 4, 5 pair here, which makes this a 2. That leaves us as 5, 6, and 7. 5 has to be one of these two cells in box 9. This can't be 6. So 5 is one of these two cells, so this can't be 5 here. This must be 4, which makes this 5. That makes this 6. This makes that 5, which makes that 4. This can't be 4, 5, so it's 7. This can't be 7, so it's 5, which makes that 7. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 6 and 7. That eliminates 7 here, so it's 5. This can't be 5 or 7, it's 6. That leaves this as a 2, 7 pair here. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the column, so this is 7, which makes this 2, which makes that 7. We have 8 2s. We know where the last 2 is. It has to be here. How about 1s? In box 7, 1 cannot be here, so 1 has to be here, which gives us 8 1s. We know where the last one has to be. It has to be there. So that's 9 1s now. 2s are done. 3s are done, I believe. 4s... This has to be a 4, 5 pair. We have 4, 5, 6 as a possibility, but this can't be 6. Where is a 6 in column 1? It has to be here. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 4 and 5. We have 4, 5, 7 remaining in row 1, and neither of these can be 7 because of 7's in the column. So this must be 7 here. This is 4, 5. This is 4, 5 here, and it cannot be 5 because of the 5 in the row, so this is 4, which makes this 6. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 5 and 4. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 5 and 4, which forces this to be a 5. And that's the solution. Yeah, pretty nice logic behind it. I just think that the rating that the Logic Masters Germany people gave was off. This is not easy. This is challenging. Even if you go down the right path, the logic behind it is pretty complex. So I would not consider this an easy level puzzle. Yeah, it's not hard, but it's challenging. So, anyways, nice job setting. Not good job of rating on the Logic Masters Germany forum, but you know that happens. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.